Hey guys, Katie July. Sorry I come to you in my nightgown with my hair wet, looking like a mess. I just got out of the shower because I just got back from the gym, but I wanted to make a really quick video to get this feeling that I had today, which was the most foreign feeling ever, recorded because I don't know how long I'm going to be able to conjure up the feeling. So, first, before I tell you about that, a very, very quick story that I am one of those people who hate runners and hate running and literally would see people. I mean, I live in New York, right? So there's always runners, and we go to the park a lot, and there's always runners. And I would see them and think, that is the stupidest thing in the world. Like, why would you propel your body forward quickly, hefting all of your weight into the air and then letting it fall on your feet? Like, it just seemed like it's so pointless and awful, 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 awful. And then at the meet and greet, the treadmill, there was one treadmill in this little sweaty, gross fitness room, but there was no one around. And so I ran for a minute to see if I could do it. And looking at myself in the mirror to see if I looked crazy and frightening and whatever. And I was really excited to have done it. And then, I kept saying I was going to start the Couch 5K. I was going to start the Couch 5K, once I got under 200, which is totally an arbitrary thing that I gave myself. Anyway, this week I did the Couch 5K, and I'm just coming back from my third time of doing it. So my week one is totally complete. The really exciting thing and foreign feeling is that this afternoon I was thinking about it, and I was like, okay, I have to go today because I want to get my 3 times in before, tomorrow, which is the end of my week, or today's the end of my week. And I really want it to sync up. So I knew I needed to go today, and I was thinking about it in the afternoon, and I got sort of excited about running. Like, just this one feeling of like being on the treadmill and like moving my arms really fast, and like for a second it just felt like such freedom. I mean, not while I was doing it, but like thinking about it, which I feel like replaced this like huge dread, obviously, that I'd been having about running, and that realistically I have about going to the gym every single time I go to the gym. And I was so taken aback by it. So then when I got home and we had dinner, and it was, we went to the gym at like 9:45, I think. I was like, okay, we have to go. We have to go. And we went, and it kind of held. Like, I wasn't dreading it. You do the 5-minute warm up and then 60-second run. And the first time I did it, I was at 4.2, and that didn't feel, it almost felt hard to run that slow. So I went up to 4.4. And then today I was like, I'm just going to go for it. And I went for 4.7 and 4.8. And I was just like all out running. And I mean, I got a stitch in my side, and I'm breathing really hard, and it's hard, but it was like I could see maybe the tiny, tiny, tiny little seed of liking it. Especially when I can go longer, when I can do a 10-minute run, just like moving really fast and feeling free. Like, I was like, oh, that's why it's not completely stupid. Isn't that wild? So I was thinking on the walk back about my other fitness goals. The biggest one I'd had is when I get under 200, I'm going to start jogging. I'm going to, walking on the treadmill is totally fine, and I've been doing it this whole time, but it just feels like inefficient in terms of wanting to blast calories. And then I was thinking about yoga, which is, I think, the last thing. I mean, Becky and I are maybe going to think about taking tennis this summer, which I think would be fun. Just other ways to not be doing the elliptical every day. But yoga is definitely on my list. The reason it's intimidating is that I live in Manhattan, where everyone is teeny tiny and the gym is full of people in spandex. And yoga classes, I've never seen one that's totally for beginners. Like, they're always yoga 1, even, is people who really do it. So anyway, my gym just came out with a spring schedule, and there's this thing on it called Virgin Yoga. I'm going to read you guys the description. You never forget your first time, and we hope you remember everything you learned in this fundamental introduction to yoga. This is the perfect class for those who are brand new to the practice or experienced yogis who want a refresher on the basics. So maybe this is it. Maybe this is you have never done yoga before. I've tried with Beck's yoga like videos at home, but those obviously they don't see that you can't do something and help you modify it. So it's a lot of like bending over at the waist, feeling like I'm going to faint because all the blood's rushing to my head, and doing a lot of deep breath. Like, it just feels like I'm not even really doing what I'm supposed to be doing. But anyway, so the class is tomorrow at 7. I think I'm going to try to take it. I don't know. I feel like the little glimmer of liking the running maybe has really pumped me up to do this. But if you do yoga, tell me, if you don't mind, in the comments at what weight or what size you started doing it and being able to do stuff. Because, I do think running at 290 would have been hard. And definitely being under, when I hit 200 or under 200 makes it easier just in terms of being confident and being able to move quickly and stuff. So I'm wondering if yoga is another thing where I should be under 180 to think about it, or if doesn't matter and I should do it. I don't know. It's a 60-minute class. I did try a trampoline class, when I was 290, and I was like, oh, this will be easier than step or than, ultimate sculpting, because it's a little trampoline. And it was so insanely choreographed and complicated that I had to leave. And the worst thing is that the instructor at the beginning was like, the one thing you agree to by being in here is that you won't leave. This is your commitment to yourself. No one's allowed to leave. And then we did like 6 minutes of the class and I left. And I was like, all right, peace out. So a little bit, I don't want to go into a 60-minute class. And after, mid downward dog, realize I just cannot do it and have to leave. Although, whatever, that wouldn't be the end of the world. But that's my long ramble about exercise. Let me know if you do yoga, though. I'm really curious. Okay, talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye.